Your digital disco never sleeps. It doesn't need a day off. It's your biggest cheerleader. It's your hardest working co-worker. It is brilliant if you feed it with the right information. If you spend time and effort and thought curating it in a way that not only feels really great to you, but really connects with your customer. So I have been a coach for nearly 15 years. And I remember in 2015, I had a distinctive moment. I became a mum in the October, and by Christmas, I figured out I would need to make a few changes. My son was not one of these kids who just liked to sleep anywhere. His schedule was really unpredictable. I couldn't quite find the rhythm of it, and yet I needed to earn. We had an arrangement that we'd always both been freelancers, and so we didn't necessarily feel that we could just go down to one income. I also felt like I had loads of skills, loads of things that I could do from home, so I was really determined to find a way to make it workable. So I had a few chunks in the day to be able to make my work for me, essentially. Now, these times of day were not just half an hour to pop onto Facebook and send a few messages and like a few comments. I really had to maximize that time. And so I began to explore the things that would really work for me, not only in the moment, but again and again and again. And this is how my digital disco began. I made a commitment to myself to create this online presence that was clear, it was robust, it was updated, and it was very transparent and engaging. And what happened was, as soon as I made that commitment to do that first, to really set my stall up, to really communicate with my ideal client, the ideal clients came not only just to book my one-on-one services, but opportunities for speaking events, for collaborations, for branded content, for digital courses, all of it. They all came at all times of day. And this is the space that we are in right now. Not everybody is working 9 to 5. Not everybody is making a purchase by the end of the day at 5 to 6. In fact, we are doing all the different things all at the same time. And so even if you set out your working hours, they may be completely different to your clients or your customers. So this digital disco is perfect if you want to maximize the time that you have available. If you don't want to sit on sales calls all day, or feel like you have to convince people or be visible the whole time, because that might not work for your lifestyle. Your circumstances may be, you might have a baby, you might be caring for people, you might have a full-time job, to like go visible and online. Maybe that's not the thing yet. Maybe you are developing your personal brand and you really want to see what this next chapter looks like. I've got you in all circumstances. In this course, we talk about all sorts of things: your website, your online presence, your visibility strategy, your content. And always in the back of my mind is, how can we build strong foundations? How can we get your digital disco to a point where it speaks for itself? So you begin to receive when you are least expecting it. And I have found that again and again and again, from going into labor and making into sales from my hospital bed, to moments when I've made more money in 20 minutes than I have in a fortnight of a 40-hour week. It has blown my mind what is possible. It's also really great for your ideal clients, the people who might want to book and hire you for various other things. If you put these strong foundations in now, you take all of the questions, all of the uncertainty out of things for other people. People want to have a sense of who you are. People are too busy for you to be vague and mysterious. So if you help them, if you communicate really well, I can't tell you the amount of amazing things that are going to be transformed in your business. This is a one-time payment, unless you're on the payment plan. And you are not just getting access to this core curriculum, which is all there. You can get tucked into all of it right now. This is going to work like an online library. So any updates, any shares, any behind the scenes, anything that is coming up for me or things that I can share, that will exclusively come into this online library. I know how things are changing so much. I know how you might want different things at different times. So I've got you. It's a one-time payment. Come on in, have a look round, get stuck in. And remember, this is about doing things your way. If you don't want to do funnels, don't do funnels. If you don't want to be online all the time, don't do that. This is really about tuning into you and coming up with a plan that suits you. Lots of love. I hope that's been useful. Any questions, pop me a message down below and I'll see you in there. Lots of love. Bye.